A very good morning to all of you students. Today, in your lecture of Unit 3, you will be experiencing a new dimension of technology and communication, and that is a goodwill message. Goodwill message or congratulations or congratulating message. Basically, talking about what exactly is this message all about and the component of message that is going to be dealt with you in the later parts of my slides. In today's lecture, I'll be explicating on the aspect of a very important component of your communication, that is a message. Now, most of us are in a habit of saying that what to say or how to deliver or what are those ideas, what are those notions. I am saying that okay, communication is all about discussion of those ideas and all, but how to interpret those ideas. Say, for example, I am having an idea of my own, so to and just teach you all with a new angle and with a new concept and with the new mannerisms of teaching terminology. So those ideas cannot be implemented unless and until being constructed in a form of a message. So what is message? Let us begin with the aspect of the slides. To begin with, message is a discrete unit of communication intended by the source for consumption by some recipient or group of recipient. See, what is it? It is basically a kind of a unit. You can say it is a discrete unit, which means that it has its own identity that is being given to it by a particular sender who is actually encoding the message. And the process of communication, I hope that you have read in your previous unit 1 lectures and all, wherein the concept was being developed in such a manner and the methodology was being said that message is something, context is the reference into which the message is being constructed, and message is a kind of a discrete unit by the help of which what a particular person intends to say, that is to be taken into considerations. A message may be delivered by various means, including courier, then your telegraphs, then your courier pigeon, then your electronic bus, and there are many n number of ways to deliver a message. Your those text messages and all those WhatsApp, those so commonly being used these days, and there are many mediums by which a message can be delivered to the person who actually is going to read the message. A message can be the content of a broadcast. An interactive exchange of message forms the conversation. See, how does the process of communication takes place, that you all know. There is a sender, there is a context, there is a message, there is a sender, there is a medium, there is encoding decoding aspect, there is a kind of a receiver who in turn is going to put back the message or which is being sent to him by the particular person, that is the sender itself, into the feedback loop in such a manner that the feedback is going to be sent directly to the person who is actually sending the message. So, all in all, this particular kind of message delivery process will have a conversation effect. Like, say, for example, right now, what I am doing is I am recording a lecture. This lecture, when we are going to conduct on those Zoom classes and all, or you can say on those kind of Google Meet and all, or somewhere kind of in a kind of a chatting. So that will be a kind of a conversation wherein you are going to converse with me and I'm going to converse with you all. So this is basically what is a message? Message is something that is going to be an interactive mannerism by which a sender and a receiver is going to come into a relationship of a conversation aspect. I'm sorry. In communication between humans, message can be verbal and non-verbal. This I hope you have understood in your past lectures. I'm going to repeat one more time to you all. A verbal message is an exchange of information using words. Example: those face-to-face communications, your telephone communication, your voicemails. So, verbal communication can be divided into the two aspects of your written communication and your uh, on your oral communication. Oral communication and written communication can be means that a verbal communication can be segregated. When you must have read those types of communication, you would have read that in types of communication there are on the basis of delivery aspect, then on the basis of the terminologies, then on the basis of the formation and formality and informality. So verbal communication is going to involve uh, a component or an example of message wherein the face-to-face communication and the telephone calls are going to be set at large. Now, what are non-verbal messages? Non-verbal messages are those things which are going to be there by using your say your body language, your behaviors, your artifacts, your gestures, your momentums, your facial expressions are all to be included in your non-verbal message. So basically, a person is sending a message by his or her verbal cues, and also at the same time written communication, and also by using those non-verbal aspect by actually communicating what he intend to say. So for example, I am sitting with a very happy face, or I'm feeling very happy today, so my face will be bright, my eyes will be wide open, and the moment I make my face a subtle one, so this means that it is going to communicate that okay, I am into a kind of a thing which I do not need to talk to anyone, and I want my personal space of it. So this is the mannerisms of a message and all. Primary message refers to the intentional content, both verbal and non-verbal. These are the words or ways you choose to express yourself to communicate. For example, if you are sitting on your desk and a co-worker stops by you and asks a question, you may say, "Have a seat." These words are your primary messages. So, primary messages are going to refer to an intentional content. Basically, there are two methodologies or two kind of you can say the applicability of message: the primary message and the your secondary message. Your primary message refers to the intentional content. These are the words or the ways you choose to express yourself when you need to communicate a message. Now, as per this particular example, say for instance, you are sitting with a particular cup of coffee with you. A particular friend of yours comes to your place and knocks the door, or he comes to the place while you were sitting at your office. So, what will you do? You will offer him a seat and say, what do you like to have? A cup of coffee or water or something like that? So it is a kind of an intentional content. That means that you actually mean to intend, or you can say you are doing this intentionally with a purpose to greet him, with a purpose to make him comfortable. Now, the second aspect, secondary message, refers to the unconventional content, both verbal and non-verbal. Your audience will form impression of your intentional message, both negative and positive, over which you have no control. Perception and physical attractiveness, age, gender, ethnicity are all the way of an unconditional influence over the message. See, you have done your part. Say, for example, it is most common these days. What happens that a particular friend of yours is coming for a very from a very long distance, and he is coming only to see you because there is a kind of a very important file which he needs to give to you, and he wants that your signature to be affixed onto that file. Now, uh, he comes to you, he calls out your name, you offer him a seat and ask that whether you want tea or coffee. The very first thing he says, I don't want anything, I only want a signature. So this is going to create a kind of an impact onto your image. that it can be an it is an unintentional thing. You are he doesn't actually mean to react in that particular sense, but he is reacting in that sense because it is an unintentional way of reaction. So the second part or the counterpart who is actually answering your verbal cues or your non-verbal actions and all are doing the work of a secondary message, the primary message and the secondary message. Now let us have another aspect of what exactly do you mean by importance of message. See, in our day-to-day life, let us begin with an aspect of early men. What early men used to do, or how they communicate. If we just happen to see those BBC World and Discovery a lot, I'm into a habit of it. So if you are into a habit of seeing these kind of channels and all, so uh, what what kind of presumption will you feel? Your ancestors were all apes. Our ancestors were all apes, and this is going to make a human generation onto the aspect of origin in combination of animals. So you can actually see that the importance of the message came right from the person, not from the person, but from the animals who were our ancestors. So it is basically an aspect which is telling that the importance of message has not only gained momentum in the recent scenario with the development of new technologies and new podiums and new softwares and new applications and all, but the importance of message was in the earlier era also. In the early time, when they want to communicate between the two, they make sounds or they make a rattle of those leaves and all, or they play those drums or they make those noises. So you all have heard those chattering of your monkeys and all. They they reproduce those kind of sound and all. So it is actually a message, a message uh, to intend someone that what they actually mean to say. See, animals also communicate. Even your non-verbal, even your non-living things also communicate a lot. Say, for example, your colors. Your colors communicate a lot. Wearing a red color, or wearing an orange color, or wearing black, wearing grays, and all, it communicates a lot. And the process of communication of colors is known as chromatics. So that is a kind of a aspect that is being communicated in a form of message. Basically they are not speaking anything. These red color, these white color, or these pastel colors, or the sunshine colors are not saying anything to you, but they are forming their own methodology of non-verbal message and intent to communicate something to you. Why it is said that most of the Japanese, or sorry, not Japanese, but the Chinese are into a habit of using red color a lot, because they believe in positive energy, and they believe in those flamboyance thing, and they believe in the power. So this is their aspect. Why do the people or the aura of the god is being represented in a form of those sunshine colors and all? It is actually replicating the process or communicating the message that the particular thing is a deity or something like that. So basically, to add to it, I will just like to say that message holds a very important being onto your things. So all too social change organization forget that recipient of our communication are busy individuals with complicated lives, and access is limitless volumes of information. We think of them as a bottomless receptacles, or mistakenly believe that if we throw enough data of information at them, the conversation of our truth will win out. See, most of us are in a habit, though at times I also do the same thing. Most of us are into a habit of communicating a lot. But communicating a lot, being a teacher and being a motivator, I communicate in true sense. That means I communicate only those words which are applicable to the context. I never get hayward. So the aspect is that that you have to be very very choosy, and you have to be very very skeptical, because no one has time for you. You cannot say that if I am going to speak much more of a thing, it will become a truth. By speaking lots and lots of lies at random or many a times, or going continuously again and again, the lie will never become a truth. So you just have to be very very particular about the information, because limitless volume of information will only create disturbance into the mind of people. Because like in hearing, it is said that only 8% of the things are being received by our ears, and the rest of the aspect gets evacuated, because we are into habit of it, and we all are humans. Message, the importance of message is that it actually tells you that what amount of information should be given to which kind of people. Say for example, to the students it is always suggested to give more, because the aspect of a student is that they are into a habit of taking everything from the teacher. I hope you all are into that habit only. So they are into a habit of taking everything from the teacher and making it their own purpose, and then putting it in their own dimensions. So basically, message is going to tell you that what information is to be given to which kind of a person. Next aspect, the best message are those that align with the audience value. They are simple yet resonant, factual but not overly complex, provocative without being preachy. See, you are not any sage, you are not any saint, you are not any kind of a motivational speaker, or anything like that. While communicating, you just have to be very, very precise in your language. Say, for example, during the presentation processes, or many time it is being said that if you are communicating is a very good thing, but at the same time, you have to remember the aspect of complexities. If your words, if your terms, if your terminologies are complex and is not being understood by the people at large, then it will become like a preaching. You are not required to preach anything, because you are not a sage. Remember, students, you are not a sage. You are a student. So for a student, it is very very necessary to have all those things in mind that creates the audience value. Basically, you have to create your own value into the eyes of the audience. So your message should be to the point and should be perfect. The issues of social change are complicated. No debate there. Climate change. The issues of social change are complicated. No debate there. Climate change, poverty, health, education, imagination, reforms. None of these are easily explained uh, or silently or succinctly communicated, but resist the temptation of over explaining, trying to educate not only the sitting aspect, but seeking to from zero to the not lecture aspect. So basically, what this particular paragraph mean to say is that there are certain topics. See, students, there are certain topics on which, when you are going to actually educate people, or when you are going to tell people at large, it will become more like a lecture rather than it will become like uh, a saying, or you're just talking to them. See, message to each and every person holds a different value. You all have seen the one of the very good orator. There are many good orators in India also, and there are many good orators abroad also. So they are into a habit of doing what? They stick to the context. Now, when the aspect of poverty, or when the aspect of education, or when the aspect of social reforms, economic justice, or religious belief, or anything like that is going to come into existence. Say, for example, if any kind of topic like, say, education is a drain on society, or you can say that teaching online is going to hamper the education system. uh, these kind of topics, or these kind of burning issues will actually create a kind of a lecture. You have to believe, and you have to imagine that if you are conducting a lecture, then it is very very it is very very compulsory to use these things you to explain the things at large. But if you are talking or if you are delivering your message, you have to be very very precise, and you have to be very very cut to cut information to be given to the persons. You are trying to educate, not lecture. See, many a times it is being said that, or most of the times people say that, okay, you are giving a lecture, and I'm not in the mood to listen to a lecture and all. So lecture, why they are referring to it as a lecture? Because you are going on and on. Say for example, many of us are into a habit when our parents are going to tell that the usage of your WhatsApp and all is going to crumble your image, and you're not going to study, then how will you be succeeding in your life? What do you say? Oh, I am least bothered about the lecture and all. So this mentality of the people is not only with you students, but it is with everyone. It is with not only with you, but at times it is with me also. When I just listen to the motivational talks a lot of time, or with a lot of lots and lots of informational bombardment, so then my mind actually goes hayward, and I start thinking that, okay, it's a very dicey type of a lecture, and I'm not being associated to it, and let's not do anything but to sleep. So this should never happen with you all, because the message or the audience, or you can say the orator, is giving you something. So if you are an orator and you're speaking something, you have to be very very skeptical about the thing that your audience never gets sleep about. So this is going to make your thing a better thing. Finally, effective messages demands more than the words alone. See, you have to be very very choosy while actually selecting your images. See, when I am using your presentation at large, uh, I always try to associate it with a cartoon. Why? Because cartoon explains it a lot without saying much. You need not to say anything, but they explain it a lot. Like, importance of a doctor is equally the same as the importance of a message in this particular context of business communication. So just like a doctor is important in our life, the message is very very important in a part of a communication. So this is going to actually represent your relevance. So you have to be very very precise with your pictures, with your graphs, with your things that are going to aid the message aspects. What is a goodwill message? Now, the aspect of the very topic, then what is a goodwill message? Let us begin with the aspect of it. Not every business message consists of negative feedback, complaints, or reprints. Sometimes goodwill messages are used in workplace to show some kindness and friendliness. Example, goodwill messages uh, are communication of appreciations, congratulations, positive feedback. Plastics Incorporation has a human resource manager that every employee loves. They call her Angie. The angel, because she communicates the message of goodwill to every employee. The message brightens the mood, motivate and create a sense of camaraderie, and develops the business relationship. Angie is going to take us on a tour of techniques that she uses to achieve the goodwill in business communications. See, now there is an incorporation, Plastics Incorporation, and not only in any of the incorporation, but there are many other incorporations being made at large. What is the goodwill message? Goodwill message, like say for example, I say, Mr. X, your work is just so much so great. I'm just impressed by your work, and I want that you should continue your work in the same manner. Good luck for the near future. So basically, I am doing what? I am congratulating Mr. X for being extraordinary among the other people. So other people will feel motivated that next time it could be our turn. So this is a kind of a message that should be given to each and every one of us. So basically, the aspect is that there is a incorporation where in which there's a person known as Angie, and she is known as an angel because she brings a goodwill message to everyone. And what is Goodwill versus going to do? Uh, See, it is almost a very good thing to say that your work is not up to the mark, because it is going to create a kind of a power within you that I will try to prove yourself wrong, or try to prove you wrong. So sometimes negative feedback or negative complaints or reprimands do work, but most of the times it is being seen, and it is a seen aspect of your plastic incorporations and all. And there are many other incorporations too which have made a survey and have reviewed the thing that if you create a goodwill message, or if you say something good about any other, or if you just say something good to other people, the people will be motivated, and the kind of the imaginative aspirations, and also the image of the company into the mind of the person who is getting those congratulations messages and positive feedback, the image will become much brighter. So this particular NG, or it is a kind of an hypothetical name which is being given by the plastic incorporation, and I have used this particular thing just to explicate on the aspect of goodwill message a lot. So goodwill message is going to do what? It is going to tell you now, in the next few slides. I'm going to tell you that how, or what are the techniques to be used to create a goodwill message. So basically, there are five S of goodwill message. Goodwill message was being is an aspect. Basically, it has five basic components, and typically these five S's will be as follows: be selfless, specific, sincere, spontaneous, and keep the message short. Now, a lot of communicators hesitate when they must write a goodwill message, or express sympathy or recognition or thanks. Expressing your feelings in writing is more difficult than in normal business documents. Sending a ready-made card is quite easy, but writing sympathy or thanks is a bit more expensive and valuable than printed cards. Take out time to write gives more importance and are well wishes. So basically, it's a human tendency, and we should be just imbibing this particular aspect into us. And we cannot say that I don't have this thing, because it is a human tendency that you cannot write a lot about the goodwill of anyone else, or you cannot say that you are very good, or you are a most beautiful thing, or you are the most powerful person, or I am just indebted to you. So this these words are actually a goodwill word, or a kind of a word of appreciation that is going to boost the morale of the employee, or of any person who is using the message to another person to explicate his exponential aspects. So basically, the thing is that in goodwill messages you are talking about the five S's. So these five S's to be kept in mind at large, and they are going to be explicating to you in the near future slides of mine, wherein I'm going to tell you that be selfless is the very first point, be specific, be sincere, be spontaneous, and keep the message short. Now, if you write a particular thank you letter, or in the next few lectures of mine, I will also be telling you that what actually are the thank you messages and all, and how are you going to write the things. Sympathy notes, thank you messages, or something that is going to create a kind of a motivational factor into the mind of a human, that okay, I also hold an identity and I can do something for my company, and the thing which I have done for my company is great, and company recognizes me as a human. So because it is a matter of fact, and we all are into a corporate world and all, that people are being tamed into corporates, and they are being they're not, I cannot use this word tamed a lot, but they are being tamed in such a sense that lots and lots of overburden with the work, and lots of kind of tranquilities or difficulties are there in the workplace and all. So basically, just one letter of thank you or just one word of thank you from your particular boss and all is going to create a very powerful image into the mind of a human being, and he will be motivated more. Say for example, Jesus Christ is saying peace on earth. You can't moralize it. It has no legs. It is too impractical. I don't get it. I It's a bit of old school. See, these all are negative phrases of word, like I have told you in the beginning aspect. These all are reprints, and these are the way a particular thing, a particular person will always get demotivated by usage of these things. Repeatedly, you are telling a particular person you don't know anything, you are not fit for this particular work, you should leave, I want a resignation. This is going to create a kind of a image into the mind of the person that maybe at times I am not in a position to work, but can the boss say these words to me in public? But the same boss, if tries to say, I'm really, really thankful to God that you are in my company. I'm really very thankful that you are in my company and you're boosting my sales, because without you, my company would have been not there. These kind of words or these kind of goodwill message are going to create a positive impact into the mind of the person, and not only the person. Sometimes the goodwill message are going to create a very good impact into the mind of the consumers also. The moment you say that my brand is the best, or a kind of a goodwill message is being created into the mind of the consumer, so automatically the aspect of your product will go at large and the consumer are going to buy it more. So I'm going to explicate on the aspect of those five S's of yours. S, the first one was you have to be specific, selfless, sincere, spontaneous, and short. Now, the five S's: specific, personalize the message by mentioning incident or characteristics of receiver. Be sure to verify information such as names and other facts. See, you say, Lucy, the dress which you wore yesterday, or the dress which you have worn on the last Monday, was too much too good, and it looks perfect on you. The color yellow suits you. Now, Lucy on Monday hasn't worn yellow dress. She has worn a white dress with a pink tinge on it. So this type of thing is going to create a kind of an image of a boss, that why is he actually trying to praise me? Or what is the reason? So without any rhyme or reason, you are just creating a kind of a goodwill message. Don't do that. It is very, very kind of a very, you can say, at times it goes against your image also. So you have to be very, very specific, that Lucy, on last Monday, when you're wearing this particular dress, it looks fab on you, or it looks great on you. You can use these words, great on you. Fabulous is also being used many a times, but it's better not to use these words a lot, because it is not too much to being used in your daily corporate language and all. So the dress look perfect on you. It's a very, very good thing. Uh, this is going to add to the image of my company, and I want that everyone should look formal, and I want that everyone should wear those formal suits which like Lucy has worn on Monday. So this is going to create an image of Lucy, or into the mind of Lucy in such a manner that my dressing style or my dressing sense has actually worked wonders, not only for the company, but now everyone will come in those corporate styles. So you have to be very, very specific. First point, a specific point means you have to be specific. To whom are you saying? Lucy has worn a very particular dress of yours, say formal dress and all, and you are telling Maria about that thing. So this is wrong. You have to be specific about Lucy and not about Maria. Then you have to be very, very specific about that. What is the fact on which you are discussing? You're discussing on the corporate image of the company. You have to be very, very particular about that. So specific terms and specific words are to be taken into considerations. Selfless. Make sure focus the message only on the receiver and not the sender. Don't talk about yourself. In my college time or in my college life, I used to wear corporate attire a lot. Lucy, the kind of dress which you wore is really being applicable to me, and I just got remembered. I got nostalgic about the kind of culture which we used to have in your particular university. So don't boast yourself. If you're boasting yourself, it will go total against you. Don't be a kind of a person who is a narcissist. You have to be a selfless person. Sincere. Let your words show genuine feeling. If you are saying that Lucy, the dress was very great, or the dress was great, or the dress was totally a corporate thing, so you should be very sincere in your words. Your words should actually reflect the sincerity. Just by saying if Lucy is fat or if Lucy is very healthy, and you are saying Lucy, the outfit of yours look great on you. Now this is going to create a kind of an image that that boss is jesting at me or mocking at me. Now you cannot say these things, because this is not going to be a very good sign of yours. You have to be sincere in your words, spontaneous. Keep the message fresh and enthusiastic. Say it like, say for example, on Monday the dress was being worn. You can say it within a day or two, or say a day or three, or like that, but not more than that. Short. Your message should be short. Your message should be accurate, and you cannot say that your thing has to be in lieu of the statement and all. So that has to be taken into considerations. Your message should be short enough. So that is an aspect that should be taken into considerations. That is to be taken into considerations. Sample of a goodwill message. Now there are some samples of a goodwill message that are going to be told to you all. Now let us see that what are the samples of it. This day has come out of womb of dedication, zeal, great passion. You deserve all praise. Many congratulations for your remarkable milestone. Using this particular statement, a particular person actually trying to congratulate, actually trying to use those kind of beautifying. Look at the beauty of the word. The womb of dedication. That means the person was so engrossed or was so being compassionate about the words that he has actually forgotten the world real. So the remarkable milestone actually came out of womb of dedication with zeal and great passion of the words. So next point is, at last, no matter what, a hard-working person stand out, and you have really worked hard for several years. Congratulations, your achievement increase many folds in coming days. This is a kind of a message when a particular person has worked for a very long period of time and have achieved something. This is not just yet another achievement. It really remarkable accomplishment. It reflection of struggle and dedication you have shown. Congratulations, I am happy for you. Now, when you are saying I am happy for you, just remember to put a comma after congratulations. Congratulations, then take a pause. I am happy for you. This actually is going to tell you that you are happy. You are not saying it just in a way to say it. Wow, congratulations. Wow, put an exclamation mark. You have to pause for a while when a particular person is reading. See, reading a message and actually writing a message, it creates lots and lots of things. So when you are reading those punctuation marks, most of the people into habitat, they read punctuation marks, or they halt and they use it quite an often to create a kind of a you can say an image of the person. Congratulations, I am not surprised at the promotion. This is a message of promotion. You have worked so hard, it deserves the recognition of yours. Now that's just a beginning. The better is to come. You are actually motivating him to work more hard, to work with more zeal and all. You deserve every bit of a clothes you are getting now. No one work harder than you. I am really proud of you. When you're saying I am really proud of you, you have to be really sounding by putting a full stop. I am really proud of you. Full stop. Congratulations. Dear name of the customer, thanks for leaving us in a wonderful review. We are thrilled to have you as an experience. So you are actually when you're using the word like thrilled, love of experience, or really thank you. So basically, you are actually telling the consumer that this is what I actually mean to say. Nothing other than such a special gift from you could have made my day better. Now, this is a thank you letter from a son to the mother, or from a daughter to a mother. So it is basically an aspect to actually create an image into the mind of the person who is actually sending the gift, that the gift is being received and it is of much more convenience to the persons. Now, like I've told you that there were aspect of those kind of things, you can say those goodwill messages and all. And the next aspect is of congratulating messages. Congratulating messages, a race run, a dream job landed, a new home, a big promotion, a little victory. It's one of the great joys of life. Someone you know accomplish what they have been hoping to work hard. Sending congratulations card with a warm writing message is a perfect way to honor a person. See, students, you have to be very, very particular in writing a congratulations messages. I knew it. You had made it onto the top. This particular bookworm is actually saying that I am on top now. Congratulations. When you are saying congratulations, or the moment, using congratulations or saying congratulations and shaking hand, this is a non-verbal cue which is going to be associated with your verbal cues, and is going to create a kind of feeling into the mind of the other person that you are actually being happy for him. But when you are writing a message of congratulations, you have to keep in mind that it should be very, very simple and logical. The few mannerisms of congratulation messages are being told to you. Simple congratulations, the gesture of sending congratulations card say so much all by itself. It's often card printed messages say lot too, but you can add warmth to it by your own words. See, you send a particular card with with a beautiful flower onto it, or you can send this particular card of yours with a book and a worm onto it. That I knew you had made it to the top. This is a particular thing. A particular sister has been sending a card to her brother that he has made it to the top. So this is on, and at the bottom it is being written congratulations. That is why I've used this 123greeting.com. That they are having those n number of messages like this. So uh, sending the cards is a very good thing. But when you are writing a message being affixed to it, that is going to create a beauty to it. More casual, congratulations, bravo. If you're writing a very casual thing, bravo or congratulations. There is this calls for celebrations. Congratulations. You did it. So proud of you. I knew I was I knew it was a matter of time. Well done. Now these kind of messages are the more casual effort. That means that it is, you can say, like a one liner, or you can say it is like a thing which is being used too casual at times. Because if you're using a very, very big card, you don't have any time, just write congratulations and bravo. Like most of us are into a habit of writing congratulations onto the Facebook and all. When a person has achieved something, you write congratulations and bravo. This is the most casual way of saying congratulations. Then more formal one, if you're saying it to a very formal thing, congratulations on your well-deserved success. Heartfelt congratulations to you. Warmest congratulations on your achievement. Congratulations for the best wishes and your next adventure. So pleased to see you accomplish the great things. Writing tip. The example above, don't name a specific achievement, but if possible, you should. Your message will mean even more if you congratulate the recipient with a specific acceptance to the Harvard Law School, or a new job at Google, new boutique opening, or whatsoever the case may be. Say, for example, a particular colleague of yours has opened a boutique. Now, on this very wonderful event of her or his, what you're going to do is you're going to write a message of congratulations, a formal one. Remember, the message of formal has to be written in a kind of a thing which you're actually telling to your colleague or to your boss or something who are just in a formal tone with you. What are you going to write? Congratulations on the well-deserved success of yours on opening a very well-known boutique. Or I am very happy for you to open a particular boutique of yours. Heartfelt congratulations to you. So basically, you are talking to the person or writing a message of formal type. Happy for you. I am happy for you. Another warm, enthusiastic message to add to the congratulations card. More casual one. Uh, Hope you are thrilled for the new job. Hooray! We are happy for you. It makes you so hard. More formal one. Feeling so much joy for you today. Writing tip: a happy for you thought can stand alone, but it also works well a part of a longer message. See, I am happy for you, and I am happy for your things. Like, say, for example, congratulations on your new home. May the new place give warmth, happiness, and a lot. It is basically going to tell you a kind of a more casual way, or a more this message can be adopted in both the sense. And happier for you is going to add to the beauty of the message of your congratulations. Compliment, a big achievement. More casual, like, say for example, if you are being complimented, or you're going to give a compliment to someone on a little achievement, is a good excuse to do it. More casual one, if you're going to say compliment, we are always into a habit of giving compliment to each other. Say for example, if a particular person is wearing a wearing a very good shirt, or something like that, something like that, you are actually being at large to it. More casual type of thing, that means you have worked hard, so congrats. This is awesome. You are awesome. More formal one, since sincere congratulations and hard earned success. See, basically, these messages are being said in a form of congratulations, in a form of compliments, and not as something like anything else. You can term a compliment to that of an applause. Looking ahead, you deserve it. Promotion. Say for example, a more looking ahead means a friend or a loved one success provide an opportunity not only to celebrate the moment, but also encourage them to look forward for future success. See, basically, if you are congratulating your particular person for any kind of future success and all, you have to write it in such a manner that that person may not feel that you are jealous of some of the aspects. You have to be very specific that while writing a congratulating messages, you have to use such a kind of words that is going to become a logical sequence. More casual type, celebrating the record you just set, or looking forward to watch some more cross your next finish line. So basically, this is an aspect which you are going to say that you intend to see him work more hard. More formal, this is a casual approach. A more formal one, sending a heartfelt congratulations today and wishing you best for the next project. Writing tip: face to face praise is going to embarrass some people. And we are writing something. See, your writing should never embarrass someone. If a particular person has worked very hard for the very first time, and you know that he has worked it for the very first time, you have to motivate him to work that. Say for example, I am very happy for you, and I want you to do much more or achieve more in life. This is going to actually motivate him. Or rather than saying that, I am happy for you, at least you had done this time. So this is a kind of a comment or a mocking or something like that. You don't have to use these kind of things. Inspire quotes. Example: uh, the reward of a thing well done is to have it done. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Congratulations on every well done job. So basically, you are citing a particular message or inspiring someone. Say, for example, your little princess with the tender feet is here. She got the cutest face. Congratulations on the birth of a baby girl. Is basically an inspiring thing to someone to that. See, the aspect of inspiring quotes is just to make someone feel that whatever the thing is, you have to be inspiring. See, if you're inspiring someone, I have fought a good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. To Tommy, first to seven. Basically, these type of things. That means believe in God or inspiring quotes from any of the Bible or as per fables or from Gita and all. You can just take those quotes, mention those quotes, and congratulate that particular person. Some more phrases. See, basically, phrases are to be grouped. At times, congratulations without actually saying congratulations. You are not saying it. Say, for example, clapping, exclamation marks, gestures, good job, keep it, nice, so, shallow, way, well, you inspire me, you amaze me. Basically, these group words are actually going to create a kind of an image into the mind of the person that without you're not saying anything, you're not even congratulating the person. You are saying that, say, for example, you say bravo or applaud, or you are saying three cheers for you. So, three cheers for you is going to actually communicate that you are very happy and you are congratulating a particular person. So, let's keep a quick recap of what we have done. We have done the message, we have done the importance, we have done the goodwill message, we have done the 5S of goodwill message, the samples of goodwill message, congratulating messages, the variants of messages of congratulations. So that was all about a presentation on goodwill messages and congratulating messages. I hope that you all have been very much clear about what and how you should write a message of congratulations and will not make the mistake in any of the future endeavors of yours. And at the same time, writing a goodwill message or saying someone thank you or saying someone very good words, you are now being well versed with that also. Still, if there are any doubts or if any kind of problem is there with you all and you're not able to understand any of the slides or any term of mine, you can come to me, you can write me on my WhatsApp or you can contact me on my mail. You can also refer to me anytime during the college hours. But remember, these kind of messages, that is the goodwill messages and the kind of your congratulating messages, are going to be very, very useful if they are being used by you in the proper senses by actually communicating the real sense of your own personality. Until my next lecture, thank you.